Hi guys, what's up? This is Shubhadeep from eGadgets for you. Now in this video, I'll show you the unboxing of the Micromax Canvas Fire 4G Plus. Now preparing this video out of the numerous requests that have been got from my channel and thanks to my subscribers and viewers. So without further ado, let's dig deep into the unboxing aspect of this particular handset. On first look at the box, if you watch at the back, it tells about this hardware specs, about the processor, screen, memory, camera, OS, video and stuff like that, which we will dig deep soon into later half of the video. The main USP of this particular handset is obviously the 8 megapixel camera, the HD IPS screen and the 4G LTE connectivity. So let's go ahead and open the box for the very first time. This is a handset that comes in a plastic wrap. Let us keep aside and take a look at the other aspect that comes along with this handset. As is quite evident with Micromax handset nowadays, we do get the screen protector with them, and also we do get the tool to adjust the screen protector as well. Pretty useful, the user guide, the SAR information, the warranties and stuff like that. All these particular data are also available inside the box. We have the earpiece, which are nicely built. Of late, Micromax has given a lot of importance to the earpiece, and this new set of earpiece are a great delight to the ears also. Quality of the USB charger or the USB cable is also a great deal, and the length is also a decent one. My complaint as always with the Micromax handset nowadays is the wall mount charger. They have made it small, but I do not think that it looks rigid or solid in that aspect. So these are the things that comes along with the Micromax Fire 4G Plus. So let us keep aside all the things and dig deep into the handset at first. On the top of the handset we have a plastic cover which also says about the 4G connectivity, the quad-core processor, the 8 megapixel rear camera and the 5 megapixel front camera, the 4.7 inch of HD IPS screen. So let us just go ahead, get rid of the screen protector at first. Now this is a handset of the Micromax Canvas 4G Plus. The Micromax Canvas Fire 4G Plus has a sealed battery at the back which is 2000 mAh. It has a dual SIM slot and expandable microSD card up to 32 gigs. The cover of this particular handset, on initial impression you will get the feeling that it's metal build, but it's not, it's plastic end of the day. Rightly so. Let me just give you a physical overview of the full handset at first. On the top we have the 3.5mm jack input point over here. On the upper portion we have front camera with a 5 megapixel shooter, the earpiece, the sensors. We do have a 4.7 inch of screen, and obviously as you can see that the screen is a finger magnet, due to which a lot of impressions are being created on the screen itself at the very first use itself. Towards the bottom we do have the speaker grills just over here at the bottom. At the rear end we have the microphone, the USB connector or the USB charger point over here. Towards the left hand side of the handset we do not find any buttons or switches whatsoever. On the right hand side we have the volume rockers, and along with that we do have the power on and off button. Towards the back of this particular handset we have a 8 megapixel shooter with LED flash, the Micromax branding. It's pretty simple, useful stuff. Let us just go ahead and power on the device for the very first time. Okay, the Micromax branding appears. Canvas. It says Android is starting, optimizing the storage. Okay, this is a setup screen. Let me very quickly go ahead and set up the phone and come back within a few moments. Okay, this is a very first look in the Micromax Canvas Fire 4G Plus once the setup has been done. Quite interestingly, it has already started downloading some of the apps that says App Bazaar and stuff like that. So let the download process go on, and obviously it runs on a First Touch OS from Micromax that they are using to actually go through all the apps and other stuffs. As you can see, there is a lot of bloatware in this particular device also. It has Amazon Shopping, the Snapdeal, the Monster Truck Saga, the Chat Z, Wink Music, Hike, Savan. Many apps are there. Pretty much bloatware presence is actually felt in this particular device. Let me just go to the swipe down menu, and over here I do not find the auto brightness sensors present. You just have to adjust the brightness manually. Okay, let me just very quickly go ahead and go to settings, navigate to about phone, and you see that this particular device comes with Android version of 5.1, which is Lollipop, straight out of the box. Storage wise, this particular phone has 8 gigs of internal storage, out of which 2.34 GB is available. So that is quite low considering the offerings that we get in Android market nowadays. Although it gives you the ability to add an micro SD card up to 32 gigs and it supports an OTG. Apart from that, if we navigate through settings, I do not find any special functionalities or stuff like that. Pretty much simple, easy things that are being used in the stock Android. On the Force Touch OS, as you can see that it's very easy to use. You just navigate through all the apps and stuff like that over there. The Micromax Canvas 4G Plus consists of a 4.7 inch of screen. It has a HD display, IPS panel. I assume that the viewing angles must be great due to the presence of the IPS panel. It supports a resolution of 720 into 1280 pixels. So those are good figures, not the best at the end of the day, but obviously initial impressions from a display perspective is that it's great. And obviously it's a budget device, it's a budget handphone. So considering that all the features that it comes along with, I think it does gives you a bright display. Without further ado, let me just go ahead and fire up the browsers for now. It's opening the official website of Micromax only. So let me just browse through that, or better if you just go ahead and take a look at the keypad. As you can see that it's nicely built. Design wise, look and feel wise, the keyboard does gives you a great feeling. Although the numpad and the keypad are distinct, they are separated obviously because of the smaller display, but looks good. Looks easy to type also considering the small phone also. Let me just go ahead and open my wife's cooking website, cookwithshonali.com. Okay, it loaded the website very fast. The Micromax Canvas Fire 4G Plus runs on a quad-core processor that is clocked at 1 GHz. It has a 1 GB of RAM. So those are not the greatest of the figures, but still end of the day it can get your job done, I guess. So let me just, for now, my initial impressions, let me go open in a website page and check the pinch to zoom. Touch sensation is very good in this particular device. The pinch to zoom is also working smooth. So that way or the other, it's good for viewing and it's good for reading documents as well. Again, it remains to be seen in the longer version of the full review of this particular handset that how it performs and holds up for multitasking abilities and all. Lastly, let me just go ahead and open the camera. It sports a 8 megapixel shooter at the back with LED flash, autofocus, and a 5 megapixel shooter at the front. If we go to the settings, pretty useful stuff that we get to see in all the Micromax handsets also. It gives you a lot of option to take your picture. Let me just take a live picture in front of you. Okay, now if I go ahead and tap to focus over here, it just gives you a sound once the focus has been done. So take a picture and it took it quickly, and let me take another picture without using tap to focus. Okay, that's it. So let me just check out the objects that I have shot with the camera recently. So in this picture I have not used tap to focus, and as you can see that yeah, it came out great. Nothing to complain much considering it's 8 megapixel shooter. But for this particular picture where I have used tap to focus, the focal region has been enhanced a lot. Till now no complaints whatsoever because it's my initial impressions. Let me just test the handset a little more and come out with a detailed review very soon. That's it guys, hope this video helps for the quick unboxing and the first hand overview of the Micromax Canvas Fire 4G Plus. Stay subscribed to my channel. I'll catch you guys in my next video of the full review of this particular handset very soon. Bye for now.